Okay, anyway. Right, guys, let's continue.
So today we've got brand new scenario. What's going on with you?
Okay, so if I can't do it, you do it then.
Hi guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Carlton.
And I'm Hava.
And today we're back with a brand new scenario. How's your week been, Hava?
Chaotic.
Really?
Very chaotic.
Why, what happened?
I'm very happy that I've gotten through this week. I don't know, it's just a very hard week at work. Did we have a holiday?
No, we've got one on Monday. So it's the funeral.
I don't know. I felt like I had a really good weekend. And then the week was just very long. You know, one of those weeks. I actually had to do work.
Yeah. Oh,
do you know when you actually have to do work?
Yeah.
And you're not just quiet quitting. You're actually forced to do work. It's one of those weeks for me. So I had to, you know, work some brain cells for once. What about you?
My week was good up until Thursday. I had to go in at 8 AM for a meeting, which means I had to wake up at 6 AM. I know, it was mad.
That's long.
So chaotic. But then the next day I was like chilled because I had to have that meeting that I was really like nervous about doing.
Yeah.
And last minute she cancelled at 3 PM.
Isn't that the best?
And then I was like, my weekend begins at 3 PM.
That's actually really.
I know, it was just like
That makes me happy for
I
you.
know, it was so wobbly, and then it just ended on a nice note.
I really don't enjoy presenting at work. It's a very grueling situation, but you know.
Yeah, I spent the whole day thinking about it.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
Now I've got something coming up next week.
No, let's not think about it. I don't want to talk about work. I don't want to.
Okay.
You know what? Let's not talk about work because it's just going to make us feel really
depressed.
Yeah. Let's talk about positive things. So, positive things that have happened this week. I don't know.
Wait, off the top of your head, positive things that have happened.
Oh my god, no. How can we not make one positive?
Positive things that have happened. First thing that comes to your head.
70k on TikTok.
Yes. Okay, what else?
We saw a good group of friends last night.
Oh yeah, that was good.
That was good.
Oh my god, that was well needed, wasn't it? I was laughing so much last night. Okay, something positive that's happened this week. First thing that comes to my head. Oh, I watched episode 4 of House of Dragon. It was filthy. but I really like House of Dragon, so yeah. Should we play a game? I've got a game for you. So
is it word association?
A little bit. So basically, if we say we both have to think about a word that we feel like is similar. So the first word, obviously, we're not gonna know, and then we have to follow the theme of the word that one of us says. So if it's like, so it could be like McDonald's food, and then it needs to combine to be the same word in the end. So we can be like. I'll be like McDonald's, and then you say food, and then we have to think it has to be in the same theme, and we have to say the same word.
Got to say the same word within that theme.
Within that theme. So it could be burger.
I know what you're thinking. Always.
Yeah.
I can do this.
Should do it.
3,
1,
2, 1, go.
Makeup.
Cleaning products.
Okay, something similar to makeup and cleaning products. 1, 2, 3.
Micellar water.
What? Brushes. Because I'm thinking about makeup and cleaning. I would use a brush.
I'm thinking about cleaning makeup off my face, and I'd use micellar water.
Okay, so now you're on micellar water and I'm on brushes. Something that is the same as that.
1, 2, 3. Cotton pads.
I'm so slow. I don't know what to say. I'm over it. Okay, wipes. Ready?
3, 2, 1.
Bleach.
Wash.
I'm on the theme of cleaning.
I said wash. Is that not
okay.
Cleaning?
We're in the theme of cleaning. You said wash, I said wipes.
Okay, I've got it.
Okay. Come on.
Are you? 3,
2, 1.
Dishes.
Shower. As if we're cleaning.
How can we not resonate with dishes?
Okay. Dishes. You said dishes. Cleaning.
Ha.
3, 2, 1. Dishwasher. Why are you saying the same thing?
You put me on the spot.
So something similar with dishwasher and dishes.
Okay, something that connects dishwashers and dishes.
Ready?
3, 2, 1.
Lime
scale. Lime scale.
Okay. Lime scale.
Oh.
Something
that connects
with lime,
fairy liquid and lime scale.
3, 2, 1, kettle.
We are the winner. We are the winner.
Oh, we got there.
We got there. It took a long time.
Oh my god! I was gonna say kitchen, but I quickly changed it to kettle because I thought
lime scale, kettle,
very.
Let's bring the zen into the room, the feng shui.
Am I the asshole for leaving the restaurant before my boyfriend's family arrived after I was told that I was going to pay for their meals?
Okay, I want to know why she's left, and I want to know why she's paying the bill. Yeah, there's two things we need to understand.
I, female 29, have been dating my boyfriend, male 35 Ricky, for 5 months. He's divorced but hates this word and goes with the word divorcee. Random. Instead, since the first one makes it sound like he was dumped when it was him who initiated it. So divorce makes him feel like he was dumped. So he likes to be referred as divorcee.
When he was actually dumped.
He always goes on long rants about his exes and says stuff like, I hope you don't have this awful habit my ex has. Or I hope you like X, Y, and Z because my ex didn't. And that list goes on. Don't seem to like this guy already. I found a second job recently and he's been having me pay every time we go out. When I protest, he'd say he's going through a rough patch and it's seeing how much help I can offer him.
What?
Last night, he invited his family to join us for dinner. We go to the restaurant first and he asked me if I brought enough money.
Oh, that's very muggy.
I said why, and he told me that he told his parents that I'd pay for their meals. I said why would I, and he went on about his parents going through a rough patch just like him. I said I'm sorry, this can't be a coincidence. He asked what I meant and I told him that I would not be paying. He insisted and I refused and said no. He leaned back and said, well, you're here, so not much of a choice you have anyway, while laughing like it was funny. I silently got up and took my phone and purse and walked right out. Good girl. He was shocked and he started shouting after me to stop and wait, but I didn't. I went home and he called me enraged, saying that I did a horrible thing walking out on him and his parents while I could have just paid. I told him that their unfortunate financial situation isn't my problem and that I wasn't obligated to pay for their food. If they couldn't pay for their meals, then they should not go out. He got offended and said, I quote, you're making money a priority, just like my ex did. And then went on about how disrespectful my attitude was and how I made him look small in front of his parents and forced him to lie about why I wasn't there when they came. We've been going back and forth about it till now. He's mad and refusing to speak to me till I apologise. Am I the arsehole? I feel bad because his parents are lovely and I've been doing my best to keep a good relationship with them.
Right, let's start from the top. So, number one, he appears to constantly belittle her.
Let's count the red flags.
Yeah, so he's talking about his exes and using that as a way to control. It's like control.
Yeah.
Right?
Don't do this because they used to do this.
Okay. And that's going to upset me. Number two, this whole divorcee thing I don't quite understand. What's he trying to say?
So he's trying to say, it's like you getting dumped and you're not going to be called the one that got dumped. Right. So he likes to be called the dumpee. Like the one that initiated
the dumping.
Yeah.
The little shit.
So he wants to act like he's the one that initiated the divorce.
Oh my god, I do not like this guy at all.
No, I didn't like him from the beginning. Also, he's treating her like a personal ATM machine.
It's financial abuse.
Do you know what I mean? You shouldn't be going out, love, if you don't got money. And if you had some self-respect, you shouldn't be inviting your parents.
Exactly. To witness this travesty.
Do you know what I mean? To witness your girlfriend pay for you.
Yeah, it's a bit.
And then the worst thing would be if he said to her, babes, go on, give me your card under the table so they act like it's my card.
Do you know what? And like, it makes sense for it. Like, I understand he said he's going through a rough patch, but then to get her to also pay for your parents using the same excuse, it sounds a little bit fishy now. Do you know what I mean? And the girl is right, she's not obligated to pay for the parents. Like,
and also, where's the shame? Because every time they've gone out the past few weeks, she said, he's been asking her to pay. And it's not her like just saying out of the goodness of her heart, I'm going to pay. He's like, my man's forcing her to pay. It's by force. I'm triggered.
Do you think it's by force?
It's not by force, but like, he's put her in a situation to pay. Because imagine you sitting in a restaurant.
He's like manipulated it so that automatically she feels obliged to pay, but it's just not very nice. He's like tricked her into paying, essentially.
Just an arsehole. And then like, excuse me, his reason was, he got offended and said, I quote, "You're making money a priority, just like my ex did. Why are you comparing exes for?" I hate when people compare. It really triggers me back to when I was younger. Did your mum ever compare you to like your neighbour?
Yeah.
Mum used to always...
Oh, I don't want to say.
No, but yeah, I used to always get compared as a kid, and it really triggered me. And that really... It's just annoying. Like, shut up. You're clearly not with your exes anymore for a reason. Now we know why.
And I'm not that girl from across the road. I am me.
Exactly, that should be on a t-shirt.
Yeah.
I just feel like I just want to keep this short and sweet. Sis, your boyfriend's using you.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
He's using and financially abusing you.
It's double whammy, and to me I just feel like he's not really seeing your worth.
The piss.
He's taking the piss.
You are the piggy bank. You are the wallet. You are not a person to him.
No,
you're the provider. You're the man in this relationship.
No, I understand why he's divorced. I genuinely do believe that, and I think you should leave him. I know that's a big broad statement to make, but if he's treating you this way now and it's only been 5 months, what's he going to be like in a year? But I've actually walked out the restaurant. He's not even followed me to say sorry. And then
he doesn't give a shit.
I know. And
this guy's getting he's getting meals paid for him. He's a bad bee. He's
not even doing it in a nice way. That's the thing. Like, why is he so cocky about it?
Cash at me right now, bitch.
How? The audacity. He bought his mum and dad, the woman that gave birth to him, and he thought, this girl is a piggyback. She's going to pay for everyone.
Yeah. You know what? You've got to respect it. He's done it how many times?
She said, I found a second job recently and he's been having me pay every time we go out. She doesn't say how many times, but every time suggests it's more than once. And to me, that's just very triggering.
I feel like the majority of men who are watching this video right now will be like, yes, that's my king.
Whoever has decided to go out essentially should pay for that meal. If it's like, if that's the agreement you have.
Because oftentimes it's the woman that's like, let's go out to eat, babe. Is she then obligated to pay for that meal?
Why not? If that's the agreement that they have with each other, if that's the threshold that you've created, if that's the boundary you've created in your relationship to say, babes, there's no gender roles. There's no nothing here. We're going to do everything 50-50, right? If anyone suggests that...
You're saying, what you initially stated was the person who comes up with the idea...
Why not?
...should pay. So every time she suggests the activity, the restaurant... And usually these ideas tend to come from the woman because men are not very... creative.
No, but I get where you're coming from, and I get why it's a bit sideways. But what I'm trying to say to you is, in this situation, right, if you called out your parents and said, come meet my girlfriend, why is your girlfriend paying for the meal?
No, obviously this is wrong. It's like he's seen that she's paid for him 1-2 times. He's like introducing external parties for her to pay for. Like, he is taking advantage of her kindness, and I'm glad she walked out the restaurant. I'm glad she stood her ground.
It's the fact that this little arrogant man,
the little shit,
even though she said to him, I don't find it fair what you're making me do, he's still being consistent and trying to manipulate her to pay, and that's wrong.
That is wrong. He's doing it in a very, as you said, a scummy way. He's a very scumbag by him. Yeah. Another thing is, not only is he like financially abusing her, he is basically trying to, like, you know when someone repeatedly tries to bring you down with like a notion, like, oh, and then you start thinking, oh, let me not do this so as to not be compared to the ex-girlfriend. So in a way, that's like,
he's abusing her.
It's actually abuse.
It's very like manipulative, narcissistic behaviour.
He's like literally trying to change who she is and making her second guess doing herself and doing the things that she normally does, so that she can please him. She needs to leave. That is my analysis.
I would run.
Yeah, I would run. From when he said I was the one that initiated the divorce, like, I knew this guy chats out of his arse. Like, do you know what I mean? He thinks of himself very highly. He needs to be brought down.
He has long rants and talks about his exes and stuff like, I hope you don't have this awful habit my ex had. Excuse me? Oh, just go away.
I never want to hear, I never ever, if I'm in a relationship, want to hear the word my ex used to. Never.
I don't want to hear any comparisons. I just don't want to hear them, I'll be honest. I won't compare you, you won't compare me.
And that's it. This is two people who've chosen to be together and they need to stay in the present. They can't keep going back talking about, yeah, well, you know, my ex used to clean the house this way.
I already feel tired of this man and I don't even know him, and this is just one side of the story. Do you know what I mean? I already feel very exhausted thinking about the relationship this woman's in. Because I can just imagine the type of person that he is. You know, people that just love the sound of their own voice.
Yeah, he just seems like he spends a lot of time looking in the mirror, doing the hairspray.
Do you know what I mean? Like, darling, I went to Paris with my ex-girlfriend. That's the type of world I was living in. Even though like she mentally like effed me over, please don't do that, don't be like my ex. Like, that's all I can see.
I can't figure out how a person types all this and still thinks their partner sounds worthy to do.
I know, that's the other thing. I would right now, if this was me, I would just find an amazing way to back out of this. This would be the perfect excuse to leave the relationship for me. I'm really sorry, I can't do this anymore.
Exactly.
That's it, it's over.
I'm trying to think, like, what would be making her stay in this relationship? Didn't she say they were only dating for 5 months?
The sense of companionship.
5 months? No, she needs to go.
She needs to go. That's like a red flag. Ew.
Ricky is 35 years old.
And he's a big man. That's the other thing I want to... that's an actual adult. He's a grown-ass man and he's behaving this way.
He's 35. Shocking, that.
Do you know what I mean? I would expect that from a 25-year-old, but like 35. That's crazy. You're a grown-ass man.
They're supposed to be in the honeymoon phase. It's been 5 months. Oh my god, no. 5 months is supposed to be a good few. Some good, nice stuff supposed to be. But
it's really good that he's shown what he's really like now.
Yeah, it's quite early on, and she hasn't married him or had any babies, so she's, you know, she's like pretty much equipped to leave. So girl, leave.
Indeed. Anyway guys, please let us know what you think of this scenario. Would you stay with this fella? Would you give him a chance? Would you pay for the meal? It's all questions that we need answered, so let us know in the comments down below, and don't forget to subscribe, comment and like,
and we'll see you very shortly
in our next video.
Take care, bye guys.